Making your own home brew and wine is fun and economical, and the Grain Hopper, located in Rio Rancho, is your source for home brewing and winemaking supplies. And I'm pleased to say owner Tim Haverman is back in our Builder Source kitchen. Hi there.
Thank you for having me back.
Oh, it is our pleasure. This is a fun thing, especially with Super Bowl weekend coming up. I mean, this is ideal. So before we get into the details and the process, tell us a little more about the Grain Hopper.
Well, the Grain Hopper is a home brewing and winemaking store located in Rio Rancho.
Yes.
We opened last year, and we carry everything you need to make beer, wine, and we've now added mead, cider, and sake.
Oh, I love sake.
So we got everything you need to start making that at home.
That is fun. And today actually let's focus on the home brewing, because I think this is something a lot of people want to learn about. So what are the ingredients and what is the equipment that we actually need to even get started?
Well, the equipment is pretty much the same like it was with the wine. We need a couple of buckets for fermentation. But as far as the ingredients, beer is pretty much the same as you see right here as it's always been.
Okay. I've really never seen how it's done.
And this is actually an extract kit. This is what we really get beginners started with.
Okay.
So your main ingredients are water, which you would provide. We have a malt extract, which is actually malted grain that has 80% of the water evaporated out. So you just reconstitute that in water. You'll steep some grains, which will pull out the sugars and the colors for you. And then, of course, you add your hops to really add that flavor and aroma that everyone likes.
Right. Okay. So then in this kind of a kit, would all the tools that we need be supplied, or do we need anything extra?
Everything comes right in here. You would add your water at home, and then you will have to select a type of yeast that you want to use. And there's it's not the old bread yeast that you get from the grocery store anymore. There's specific yeast made for brewing. And it's depending on the style. You get to select the yeast strains now. So
that's amazing.
It's pretty exciting.
I mean, there's probably just so many different options of how you can do things, but at the end of the day, it's pretty simple.
It's pretty straightforward, and you can pretty much do this within about 2 hours in your kitchen if you want to.
Well, and I also mentioned that it's economical. How much does a typical kit cost?
The actual ingredient kits themselves will range anywhere from $26 to maybe $38, and you make 5 gallons of beer. So essentially,
oh my gosh,
2.5 cases of beer you'd get out of that.
It's like your own very special happy hour.
Absolutely.
Well, we actually have a video of the process, so let's take a look at that, because I want people to really see how it's done in the actual making of it. So tell us what we're watching here.
So right here I'm pouring in our starter water into a brew kettle. And this, we're doing it out back of the store right now, but you can actually do this on your stove top. Your stove top will be able to do that. So we're pouring in our grains, and we'll basically steep these for 30 minutes to extract the colors and the flavors. So essentially you're making a tea, a grain tea here.
I see.
Yeah. So that's essentially what it'll look like. We have some grain particles. All that settles out at the end. But you can see all the colors that will come out of that, and that's really how your different brewers get the different flavors.
Oh my gosh.
And here we're just pouring in the extract. This is our base malt and really provides the overall body for the beer. We're boiling and adding our whole leaf hops here. And then we are going to finish the boil. We cool it off, pour it into our fermentation bucket.
And then how long do we actually have to wait to taste?
Usually from the day that you do the initial boil to the first time you can taste it, you're looking at about 4 weeks.
Okay, so 4 weeks.
Yep.
So and just think ahead.
Yep, and of course your bigger beers, you want to let them age a little longer and let the flavors meld together.
Well, and I also understand that you do home brewing and winemaking classes, which really give people better insight. What is that all about?
Well, we do the beginner classes right now, really get people interested in it. For our home brewing, we actually do the full brew out back so people can see it instead of just trying to read off instructions.
That is so cool.
Get them off on the right foot.
Tim, this is an awesome project. I mean, this is something you can do at home with the whole family as a fun, a fun thing. You just don't let the kids drink it.
Absolutely.
That's all.
They can help, though.
Tim, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you back here.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back. That's awesome.